Hello, YouTube family. It's real good to be back. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. It's not cute not knowing. Now we're going to know. Come on, let's get our little hug in. Tomorrow, or yesterday, was Juneteenth. So I had a lot of community stuff, and I was in the streets. And wait, we are having a serious heat wave on the East Coast, and spring, let's just say, went out with a blast. Summer is coming in strong. Ooh, it's probably global warming, but we're having a very serious heat wave. But it is good to be back, and we're just going to clump together a lot of the information. Nelly and Ashanti, no sooner did I talk about how cute that proposal was, they're secretly married. We're waiting on the baby. I adore them as a couple, Nelly and Ashanti, but they got secretly married 6 months ago, but Ashanti wants to have a wedding after the baby is born, and they will do it again. We're going to remember two greats. One is baseball legend Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid. They had a song about him that Quincy Jones produced and everything. Passed at the age of 93. A baseball legend, Hall of Famer, Willie Mays was considered one of the best all-around players to ever play baseball. He started out his career with the Negro Leagues. Then when he entered Major League Baseball, this great for then they were called the New York Giants, but now they're called the San Francisco Giants. But he is a Giants legend forever. Now, there was this hiccup in his career where he took a casino job and they kicked him out, of baseball, which was crazy. But another commissioner came in and said, how you going to do that to Willie Mays? Come on back in, Willie. But the Say Hey Kid, and that's what they called him, the Say Hey Willie, 93 years old and a great baseball player. Just one of the greatest. We also lost a great actor Donald Sutherland. For most people, they may know him as President Snow in the Hunger Games, but he has been in so many movies. Actor Kiefer Sutherland's dad. A lot of people go back to the days of MASH, where he played Hawkeye, but he was a very acclaimed actor, and he'd been sick for a while. Donald Sutherland was 88 years old. Jennifer Hudson, when you think about her family, the tragic murders of her mother and her nephew, that was such an awful, dark time. Jennifer Hudson, who's 42, is opening up about her dad. Her dad, this was a real shocker, has 27 other kids. Now, she says she has not met them all, but she would like to. And at 42, Jennifer Hudson is the youngest of her dad's kids. Travis Scott, the rapper. Look at me with my eyes going up. He's not one of my favorites, but he's the baby daddy to Kylie Jenner. The Astro World catastrophe where all those people, were crushed. He was recently in Miami where he was so drunk they had to arrest him. He was screaming, "It's Miami." He was arrested and charged with trespassing, intoxication, threatening people. He's out of jail, but they said the young rapper has shown absolutely no remorse in his actions. Speaking of drunk, getting arrested, Justin Timberlake, they say he's going to fight those charges. They have him on tape refusing to take the breathalyzer. I don't know how they're going to do that. They say he's very embarrassed. This is a rough time in his career. Some shows are selling, some shows are not. He's got like 2 shows in Chicago, 2 shows coming up in New York. Is he in a career, crisis right now because the album didn't do well? Some stops on his tour is not doing well. Between the Janet Jackson controversy, between the Britney Spears, his career has taken a hit. Then will his wife leave him over this? He was caught cheating, so she keeps him kind of like on a tight leash. Now, Justin said he only had 1 martini, but the police report says otherwise. How much will they give the next person who sits in that chair for American Idol? John Bon Jovi is being considered the rocker. He wants $25 million. Fantasia wants the job. I'm sure they wouldn't give her $25 million, but it pays to sit in that chair. Katy Perry is leaving, so they gotta make a decision soon on who is going to sit in that chair. Now, here's my question to you. Would they replace Katy Perry with another man? I think what they're going to do is go back to having 4 judges. And one of them will be a woman, and the other maybe will be somebody like a John Bon Jovi. But to have 3 men up there judging, not one woman, I don't know. I think they're going to wind up splitting it. But John Bon Jovi says he wants the job, but he wants $25 million. Speaking of American Idol judge, many of us know him from his days with the Commodores and solo career. We're talking about Lionel Richie, who is 75 today. My family, and I'm going to explain why I say that, is 75 today, and Lionel Richie looks amazing. During the course of his career and mine, I have interviewed him many, many times, but I never met him. Finally get a chance to meet him when he came to Philadelphia. So Toya was with me, and, we're going back to see Lionel Richie. Well, child, the security guard stopped us and said, "You're not going nowhere." He was mean. He was mean as hell for no reason. Some people are just mean for just no reason, but he told us we weren't going. Well, my boss was with me, and that's when he found out that how loud I can be. So I saw Lionel Richie walk across something back behind the curtain, and I said in my loudest South Philly voice, "Lionel, it's me! It's Patty Jackson, WDAS!" He stopped. He said, "Hey, that's my family. Let him come on in." I looked at that security guard like, told you we was related. That guard was so mean. He was so mad he had to let us back in. And Toya everybody just giggled. It was fun. And then it was kind of like a meet and greet. Well, at a lot of these meet and greets, they don't be letting you use your phone to take a picture. But I said, we family. I pulled out my phone and we took the picture. And it was a funny moment. But out of a lot of the celebrities that I met, Lionel Richie was one of the nicest. And when I first interviewed him, it was like I knew him all of my life and we had never met before, but we had such a great conversation. But that moment right there was so much fun. I love Lionel Richie. I am not a fan of horror movies, even though I love Get Out. Woo, that Jordan Peele movie was a masterpiece. Oftentimes we forget that singer Brandy can act. Remember the Moesha days. But she's got some big doings coming up. With Monica, Ariana Grande, The Boy's Mine. She's in the video. She's going to be in The Descendants on Disney Plus as Cinderella, July the 12th. And she's got a new horror movie coming out the beginning of September called The Other Room. In The Other Room, Brandy plays a married mother-to-be whose father dies. And they go to read the will. And in the will, it says, you can inherit such and such and such amount of money, but you must take care of your mother-in-law. So she's like, oh, damn, we need this money. Come to find out, the mother-in-law is a crazy racist who tries to drive Brandy crazy, the husband crazy, and she wants, look, I'm so dramatic with this, and she wants Brandy's unborn child. It's called The Other Room, or The Front Room, and it comes out September the 6th. I was captivated just by the trailer. I said, I don't even like horror movies. I want to see this, and I look forward to seeing Brandy. Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's on hold. I hear they're bringing Royce Reed back, but there are major problems on the set. Kenya Moore suspended for revenge porn. She took a pornographic photo of one of the cast members and was showing it all around in her beauty salon. And they filmed it. She's opened herself up to a major lawsuit. Bravo is tired of the sickness. Portia, who married the African who she left, he said, I'm suing y'all if y'all show it any scenes in my house, any scenes in my cars. Well, that's all they filmed. Do you scrap what you filmed and redo it again? Is it worth it? Real Housewives of Atlanta is really turning into a whole nother mess, a whole nother expensive mess. And are people still feeling this show to go through all of this trouble? So it's going to be interesting when they resume filming The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Jonathan Majors has landed an acting job. It's a revenge thriller where he plays a guy who seeks revenge on those who kidnapped his girlfriend. And rapper Remy Ma, not a good time for her. Her 23-year-old son has been arrested and charged with murder involving a man back in 2021. Remy Ma has released a statement saying that she stands by her son. We're going to see if this is a no, it's not a late-breaking story. But, oops, I missed you guys yesterday. There was a lot going on in my area. I'm just going to let this stay there. Well, can I let it stay there? If y'all saw how I have this, one day I'm going to have a real setup. There was a lot going on with Juneteenth, and we were just doing like a whole lot of events. But I missed you guys, and now you're kind of like caught up. We took like 2 days worth of stories and like squished them together. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. The weekend entertainment update's going to be going up early, so you'll see that before you see Friday's edition. Get that notification button so you'll know when a new video drops every time. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe to the channel because we are extremely close to 75,000. I know I keep saying it, but I know one day I'm going to look up and that magic number 75 is going to scroll across the screen. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. Thanks for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.